I'm your host, Kelly Morgan, indie author and indie publisher. Welcome to another episode of The Author's Mic. Welcome to today's episode. Everybody, Kelly here. Welcome to another episode of The Author's Mic. So, we are still in the midst of Black History Month, and the last two episodes have really tied into Black history, and so this one is too. And so today I want to talk about success. And I'm not talking the way that people talk about success, like the money, the cars, the fame, the jewels. I am talking about the way that it is actually lived, right? Because success means different things to different people, period. Now, for me, success doesn't look like what people think it might look like. Like my goal has never just been to sell books. Books are a part of what I'm building, right? And I love to write, I love to tell stories, but it's not the end goal for me. You see, my goal is to build a business. And so I'm building the infrastructure and I'm building something that will hopefully outlive me, right? My books are a product of that vision, but not the whole vision. So when someone says, what does success look like for you as an author, Kelly? I kind of have to pause because I don't think success is just about getting that book sold. I think it's more about how it was sold and then who it reached and why it mattered and what door it opened up next. I mean, to me, it isn't success. Well, let me rephrase this. Let me think about my thoughts. Let me ask a question instead. Isn't success when that book resonates so hard with somebody that they're talking about it to everybody? Isn't that success? Or isn't success when your words help somebody make a turning point in their life? Or isn't it success when your words reach somebody who so desperately needed them at that moment in time? That to me is success, right? I mean, but maybe that didn't come from the book being sold. Maybe the book was handed to them. Maybe they found the book in a library, or maybe they found it in a thrift store. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not necessarily the sale of said book, but more about what how the book got there is successful, who it helped is successful. Did it help somebody in their time of need? Did your words actually do what I think you wanted them to do, which is make an impact, right? That to me would be success as an author, because you can sell a lot of copies of your books and not touch anyone. You can move numbers and still have no connection. And on the flip side, I had to think about this. That success might be that one lonely sell, right? Think about this. That one reader who found your book at the right moment in time, and then they purchased it, right? And maybe that's the only sale that you have on, let's say, Amazon. And you're thinking, damn, I got one sale on Amazon. And you're immediately discounting it because you might have missed what the success actually looked like. Maybe the success wasn't in the selling of the book, but maybe the success is what the book actually did to the person who purchased it. That to me is success. And maybe to somebody else, that's success too. And I also want to add that, success is something, you know, that I had to actually learn the hard way. I had to kind of unlearn what success is and what it means and kind of level set it for myself, because I used to keep success in my head. Like this was this idea I'm chasing. If I could just sell this book, I'll be successful. If I could just do this, then I'll be successful. And the problem is that I'm chasing everything and I didn't have any clarity. So I had to really start writing stuff down, and I had to really honestly sit with me and decide, what does success mean, right? And when I say that, I know that a lot of us think, oh, money is successful. If I have a lot of money, I am successful. You know what? I'm here to tell you that's probably not true. Although I'm not saying I wouldn't want to find out. I would love to have a lot of money, but I don't think that is the definition of success, right? And so I don't know what success is for you, and you may not even know if you've really never thought about it. So I've come up with this success defining tool. It's not a formula, it's not a blueprint or anything like that. It's just something that I used to help give me clarity. And so I thought I would share it with you. And if you want to, you can write this down. And if it helps, great. And if not, I'm always a believer in take what you need and leave what you don't. So if this doesn't fit for you, then it's all good. But if this is something that you think you might want to try, it worked for me. Like I said, it's not a formula, it's not a blueprint. It's just a simple exercise that I do on a regular basis to keep defining what success means. So write these down. Okay. And then answer them honestly, right? The first question is, who do I want my work to reach? And the answer can't be everybody. Who specifically? I want my work to reach women, or women over 50, or I want my whatever, but be specific, right? And then ask yourself, what do I want my words to do once they reach that person? Think about it. What do I want my words to do once they reach that person? Do I want to comfort them? Is that what I want the words to do? Did I want to challenge them? Did I want to affirm them? Did I want to start something? Did I want to scare them? Did I want to thrill them? What did I want my words to do? Think about that. And then think about this. If my book only ever reached 10 people, what would I want those 10 people to walk away with? Think about that. If my book only reached 10 people, what would I want those 10 people to walk away with? Okay, write that one down. Here's another one. What kind of life do I want to be living while I'm creating? Think about that. What kind of life do I want to be living while I'm creating? Not after, in that moment, while you are creating. What type of life do you want to be living? And then ask yourself, of course, the future question. 5 years from now, let me hold on, you guys. Man, Kelly. 5 years from now, what would make me proud of this work, even if no one was clapping? All right, think about that. 5 years from now, what would make me proud of this work, even if no one was clapping? I got zero accolade. What would make me proud looking back 5 years from now? And then, especially if you're an author of color, and here's why this matters, especially during this month. Am I measuring success by someone else's system or by my own values? Meaning, are you measuring yourself by an algorithm? Are you measuring yourself by Amazon sales? How are you measuring your success? Are you measuring your success by someone else's system or by your own values? Okay, those are the questions, and I'll put them in the description in this video in case you really want to try this little exercise, because you got to be honest with yourself or it's not going to work. Now, here's the part that a lot of people forget, and it's true. Your definition of success can change. And you guys, honestly, it should change, because as you grow as an author, as you grow as a person, as you reach those goals, your life changes. And so I would think that your meaning of success might change too. So don't treat it like a one-time set it and forget it. No, ask your questions, ask yourself these questions again, maybe once a month or once a quarter, or, maybe after you hit that big goal, or maybe even after you miss a big goal, but keep checking in with yourself and defining what success looks like for you, right? Keep level setting, because if you don't define your own success, you know what? You're going to end up chasing a bunch of empty dreams and broken promises. And somebody else is going to define what success looks like for you, right? And then you'll be running somebody else's finish line, somebody else's version of you made it, right? And then you still feel like you didn't make it because it was never your version of success. And I think during this month, Black History Month, this conversation is even more important to me because historically, authors of color have always, I mean, I'm sorry, we haven't always, We haven't always had the luxury of defining success on our own terms. Sometimes success just simply meant being published, right? Sometimes it meant being read by our own communities without having to explain ourselves. Sometimes it meant making sure the work just simply didn't disappear. And sometimes it meant your words were out there shaping the culture while your name barely got mentioned, right? So when we talk about success, I got to ask, whose definition are we using? Is it the industries? Is it the algorithm? Is it the algorithm? Is it somebody else's highlight reel? Is it aligned to the life that you actually want to live? And I'm saying this for everybody, not just authors of color, but especially talking to authors of color right now. Because don't let someone else's scoreboard make you feel like your life isn't working, right? The algorithm already doesn't give us love just in general. And it's been many articles about the bias of our algorithm, another episode, another time. Um, so you have to define success in a way that matches your purpose. You have to define success in a way that matches your capacity. You have to define success in a way that matches your vision. And you have to find success in a way that matches your people. Because once you define what your success looks like, then you stop chasing, right? And now you're building. And that, my friends, is a whole different type of freedom. So ask yourselves the question, who gets to define success for you? Are you living by somebody else's scorecard, or are you defining success by your own values? And if you're interested in the questions that I asked earlier, they will be in the description. Just remember, if you decide to go ahead and take my little simple success defining questionnaire, whatever you do, be 100% honest with yourself, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Because if it makes you uncomfortable, it means you're on the right track, right? And now you can truly decide oh my God, Kelly, you can truly define what success looks like for you as an author. All right, you guys, let me give you my laundry list of things before I let you go. So, as always, if you are a creative in this space and you would like to come on the author's mic and share the platform with me, the invitation is wide open for whoever wants to take me up on it. I'm always welcome to talk to somebody. I love conversation. I love to learn about people's journeys and how they became authors and why they wrote the book and the courage to publish it. I love all that stuff. I do. I truly do, which is why I do the author's mic. So it's open. Go to my website, go to the Be a Guest tab, and fill out the information, and boom, you're a guest. It is literally that easy. I have a guide on my website. It's called So You Want to Write a Book, because so you want to write a book, and it's free. It has a lot of great information in it, information that I wouldn't compiled, information that I wish that I would have had when I was writing my first book. So I just wanted to share it. It's free. It's a flip book. It's a PDF. Go download it. It's yours. Get it. Right. And if you are interested in supporting me, I am an author, right? I do have two books. Wait for It, which is also an audiobook. I don't sell the audiobook, unfortunately, but one day I will. And then You Sound White, which is also print. I sell them both myself. You're welcome to get them anywhere. But if you get them from me, I'll ship them to you at no charge. I've got some free goodies. I package them, I think, really cool. I'll sign them. But you know what? No pressure. If you want to get the books, great. You can get them anywhere. If you want to get them from me, fantastic. Happy to sign them. But you know what? It's up to you. No pressure. And then lastly, the Brightheaded Publishing, we have a book club. It's called the IRS, the Indie Reader Society. We only read independent authors. Twofold. If you are a reader, I would love for you to join us. One of my goals, as you guys know, for 2026 is to grow the IRS. I want to get it as large as I can because we support independent authors. And I know if we can grow the book club, we can get the book into the right reader's hands. So that is my goal. Please join us as a reader. If you're an author, pitch us, right? We only read independent authors, so pitch us. All the information's on the website. And I think that's it. Yeah. So you guys, I talked about who gets to define success. Hopefully you get to define what success truly looks like. And I'm not talking stereotypical money, cars, all that good stuff. That's all well and fine. I'm talking real success. What does it mean? You got to dig just a little deeper, y'all. All right. I will catch you next Wednesday. Again, happy Black History Month, and I will catch you next time.